That Sober Guy podcast contains adult content, merciless truth, and emotional nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
Hop on hit, so it's time to go home. No goodbyes, just sneak to the road. We're spinning around you. You're never bringing me down.
Yo, what's up? Thank you for tuning in today. Thanks to Humans for bringing us in. Thanks to you for supporting the show. I'm Shane Raymer. You're listening to That Sober Guy podcast, and we help people stay sober. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. That's right. Today we got my good buddy Phillip Wright here. What's up, Phil? Oh, might help if I take you off mute, right?
Take me off of mute, bruh.
Dang it. What's up?
Bruh.
Good to have you here.
That's my new word. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, bruh. We also have the lovely, talented, and widely outspoken, the Jess.
Hey, yo.
How's it going, the Jess?
It's going.
It's going. That's
It's
just it.
going.
It's going.
I have my feet up right now.
I'm here, aren't
You
I?
you deserve to have your feet up.
I just want to know why. I've been listening to the podcast lately, and every time that you quote me my voice, it's, yeah, Shane. And then Phil just, I'm here, aren't I? Is that what I sound like? I need to check myself before
Everybody
I wreck
loves it.
myself.
That's the vibe I'm picking up.
Everybody loves it.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
I
just
know.
kidding.
Shane,
Just like to
Shane.
Shane.
The Jess.
Well, it's good to have you both here tonight. As this goes live on Thanksgiving, the Raymer family will be in Disneyland, right? We're going to be in Disneyland or
Happiest
what?
place on earth.
That's right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Who knows when you're listening to this? But hey, this is a holiday thing. We're going to talk about today 10 ways to stay sober on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Basically, how to stay sober during the holidays. Always a fun time for many of us to get together with family, with some friends. Sometimes we even see those people that we don't really like, and we act like we like them. We get to chat about...
AKA family.
It could be, yes. But we get to chat about why you should never make a turkey meatloaf for Thanksgiving. Never do that. That's like who would
Wait,
do
what?
that?
Who said that?
I just said that. I saw somebody made a turkey meatloaf.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
Well, I like meatloaf.
Yeah, but not on Thanksgiving. We need a turkey. You need a bird.
Yeah.
True that.
Kill the bird.
Yeah.
There's plenty of food, sweets, booze, and
meatloaf.
conversations to go around. So with all the fun, the chaos,
What
the
about turkey
occasional-
tacos?
Ooh, that sounds good. We just had turkey tacos.
Turkey tacos.
Just
Turkey
makes
taco.
turkey meat.
Turkey taco.
Turkey meat's better.
You can't convince me turkey's better than ground beef.
I don't know.
I know. You got to come over and have some meal.
But hey,
Obviously.
with all the stuff, I mean, check it out. You get
you
the
haven't had
occasional-
tacos in my house.
No?
Bring them.
You got some street taco shells recently too.
Wait. What's a street taco shell?
Street tacos.
They're like, the little
Tortillas.
flour mini.
Little tortilla.
Oh, they're just
tortilla.
the little round ones?
Yeah, and then you just fold them into a taco.
Oh, nice.
So we're talking about Thanksgiving. We're talking about the
thought I was
holidays.
talking about
I'm
tacos.
moving on. We're talking
Okay,
about
we're moving on.
tacos.
And meatloaf.
We're moving on. And turkey meatloaf, don't do it. But in the holiday season, you got plenty of food, sweets, of course, booze. Lots of conversations to go around with all the fun. It's chaotic sometimes. There's the old occasional dispute or disagreement from good old Uncle Frank with his over-the-top holiday political views trying to save the world. Maybe it's Aunt Edna's sour fruit cake. Who
You
knows?
should have had a good sample there.
But
Get out of here, you. What did he say?
get out of here, you nosy little pervert. I'm going to slap you silly. That's Uncle Frank, Home Alone 2.
Uncle Frank, Home Alone 2.
One of the best.
Yeah.
But how do we stay sober? What are 10 ways to stay sober on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's? We're going to give you some takeaways. I've went over these before in prior episodes. I actually looked up, I did an episode last year for Thanksgiving that was 5 ways to stay sober specifically on
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
now you're stepping it up. You got 10.
Now we got
gonna
10.
double up.
We're going to double up on this one here. So I think they all kind of fall into the same thing, right? You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's that whole holiday season. Before we do that, though, here's what we're going to do.
It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season. Check us out at thatsoberguy.com. Also, connect with us on Instagram at RealThatSoberGuy, on Twitter at Shane Raymer. Seamus Ramir. Shane. I'm going to have to get a little sample of you doing that so I can play you on my board here.
Wow.
Finding the right treatment for addiction and mental health illness can be tough, and that's why we've continued to partner with Foundations Recovery Network. They stay true to their mission. They have high ethical standards and provide treatment. They provide treatment. It's been a long day in their nationwide network of residential and outpatient programs. They've built the industry's leading research and outcomes program to
They've built the leadings.
I know, it made no sense at all, right?
Oh, man.
But they do fulfill each commitment to each patient, and more importantly, or equally as important, should I say, their loved ones. So if you want some help, you have some questions, you don't know who to reach out to, there's a lot of options out there, but you want to make sure you get someone you can trust. Go to foundationshelp.com/soberguy, or you can call 833-81-SOBER. That's 833-81-SOBER. You can talk with an admissions coordinator about treatment options.
Yeah.
Did you know we have a course called How to Navigate the First 90 Days of Sobriety? And let me just say that it's not a magical potion that's going to save your butt and automatically get you sober. It's
but it will help.
It will definitely help. And here's
it's a tool.
Kind of the thought about it. It is a tool. Thank you, Phillip.
Yeah. You need tools.
You definitely need tools.
I mean, if you're working on your recovery, you need some work tools.
Absolutely.
That is a tool.
Got to have a little help. And what it does, it helps bridge that gap. A lot of the feedback I got, hey, it helped get me to a meeting, helped me understand a little bit about what to look for in the first 30, 60, 90 days. That was a crucial time. Me and some of my buddies got together. We got a couple doctors on there. We talked about it from a professional standpoint, and then from guys like me and gals like me that are in recovery. We had a little bit of fun with it. If you go to thatsoberguy.com, click on courses, enter the promo code half off. You can get it for $25. There's a bunch of good podcasts in there in the bonus section that really speak to early recovery and people sharing some stories and then some of my own thoughts as well. So one more time, thatsoberguy.com, click on courses, hit the promo code half off. Let us know what you think too. All right, here we are today. How do we stay sober in the holiday season, and 10 ways to stay sober on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. How do we start this thing off, man? It's Thanksgiving. If you're listening to this on Thanksgiving, hey, wait, let's do this too. It's Christmas. Maybe they're listening to it on Christmas. Let's do this too. It's New Year's. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
They're listening to it on New Year's. We're covering all bases here. Good. How you doing, Phil?
Pretty good. I was thinking about Happy New Year. It really depends on who you're talking to. It's like, another one down.
Isn't it funny how many people can be very pessimistic?
Yeah.
Very negative. Yeah. What does pessimistic mean?
Well, it's like, I never thought I'd be here.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, another year, another day, another dollar.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I got to go to work.
It's 9 o'clock.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I gotta work.
My wife, she's like such the awesome encourager. She like, it's a new year.
Yeah, she is.
It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna do a what is it called?
A vision board.
A vision board.
Yes.
Vision board.
Yes. What's your word?
Have you done a vision board?
Oh, every year for the last 5.
I'm new to the vision board thing.
Oh, you should do it. It's good.
Let's do one. Let's do a vision board.
I wasn't
everybody.
down. I was like, why on God's good green earth am I spending a New Year's with markers and a big cardboard
magazine cutouts?
Yeah, magazine cutouts.
Wait. What would your vision board look like right now? Let's go over it. You go first, and then I'll go, and then Jess can go.
I don't know.
This is totally random right now. All right, we can all go at the same time.
That's a tough one.
What would it be?
It is.
I did pick a word the other day, and my word was intentional for 2020. I did want to pick that.
I'm intentional.
I want to be intentional about stuff. I want to be more conscious and in the moment and very intentional about what I'm doing instead of zoning out like a cat who can't keep his eyes on one thing because there's all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah.
Silence.
Silence!
I kill you.
We were watching that the other day. What's his name? Jeff Dunham? But vision board. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Vision boards. Anything?
Vision board.
Let's move on.
One of the words on my vision board is breakthrough. I want to break through the old routines. I want to break through into something. Do that again. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I don't want to be old Phil. You know, I want
like
What about
old
Big
Phil.
Phil?
I
You
want
to be Big Phil?
I'm Big Phil. You know, I like to do. You know, it's a new year, it's a new me. That's my
Yes.
attitude towards New Year's. And
like
you know, yeah, I want to break through some old habits. I want to break through into some new things.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do
break
it.
through.
What about for Thanksgiving? What's your favorite Thanksgiving Day dish?
Stuffing. Or gravy.
Okay.
Does gravy count as a dish?
No, it's not a dish. It's a topping.
Well,
Let me ask you this.
Smother it.
Do you like real stuffing or do you like
Tastes better with
stovetop?
gravy.
We should take a
Real.
poll. Okay, so here we go. Here we
My
go.
mom's
here we go.
stuffing.
Here we go.
Only.
Sounds like it's on.
Stovetop is so much better.
So on.
Oh,
Why
it's
would you
on
like
right now.
stuffing that's stuffed up a bird's ass?
Well, it
and you
doesn't have
take it
to
out
be.
and you eat it.
There's some that
It's
is,
disgusting.
and that flavors it up.
Oh, I
but
bet
then
it does
also there's
flavor it up.
Some that's in a pot that you could eat. Doesn't have to go up the butt.
It does
of
go
the
up
bird.
the butt, the breaded crumb.
Why would you want
And then you're going to
stovetop
eat my
when you
crumb.
can have homemade stuffing
Stovetop. Uncle Dan loves stovetop.
with sausage in it and like celery? And
That was my
spinach.
dad's and Uncle Dan's thing. They always had to get stovetop on the side, and so I became accustomed to. Are you a stovetop guy
What are
or a
you,
regular?
Phil?
Stovetop says I don't know how to cook.
You're the breaker. There it is.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you
I'm
that.
like, all right, let's just make some in a pot. You know,
Make
It's
that
like-
any day.
Yeah, it's got to be legit. I've had some horrible. I'm not going to say it was my wife's stuffing because
Don't
I
ever.
want to be married still.
That's right.
For this podcast.
That's right.
I am thankful.
I don't believe it.
I am thankful for the stuffing.
I don't believe it, Charlotte.
No matter how dry it was. It was,
Ooh, was it a little-
amazing.
That
dry.
is actually the trick to stuffing.
It is.
That's the hardest part is keeping it moist.
Yeah. It's gotta
Oh,
be
I
good.
hate that word.
Moist.
I think I saw a shirt that just said moist across it. And I went, yeah.
You can apply that to so many things. You know?
That's such a dumb word.
so many. But it is
How about
difficult.
fruitcake? Anybody ever
when
had a
making
fruitcake
stuffing.
for
Yeah.
a gift at
I like
at
the
Christmas?
pineapple on top.
Have you actually eaten it?
Oh yeah.
That's
Really?
disgusting.
Is it
Phil,
good?
How could you?
I'm a human
Have
garbage
you ever
can.
eaten it, Shane?
Never.
Well, then you don't know that it's disgusting.
It looks disgusting.
I
I
am
did
a-
eat it when I was a kid, actually.
I am a garbage
been
can
a
for
long
food.
time.
You can throw. Put it in front of me. I'm eating it. I'm trying it. I don't care.
Charlotte brought up the last time you guys were over for dinner and you scraped off Cash's
Oh, yeah.
dinner onto your plate.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Hey, you gonna eat that?
Cash was like, no, go for it. And then put it back in front of me so I can have dessert.
Right. I'll help.
You'll eat anything, Phil?
Yeah.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Oh.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Good one.
No.
No. Shooter McGavin.
Shooter, red jacket, green
Yeah.
jacket.
Yeah.
I got to
Yes.
cool it on the old sample stuff. It's going to get old quick. My apologies.
That's what happens when you drink a clean
should
and
kinda-
coffee at the same time.
You should kind of say what.
That was last episode.
You should
Yeah,
tell
I
us what
know,
kind
but
of sample you're
it's
doing.
Still happening.
Where's the heads up on the sample?
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Supposed to just put it in there.
I hate guessing.
All right, here's a good one for Christmas. Real tree, even though it's Thanksgiving at the moment, well, at least as we're speaking, is it real tree or a fake tree?
Good debate.
I like real tree because I don't have to save it when Christmas is over. I can chuck that sucker in the garbage can.
True.
Done.
I like the trees hanging from my rear view mirror. That's what I like.
I like the fake trees.
Pine.
With a real garland somewhere within the house for the smell. But the real trees, they get dry and then they brittle all over the
Where is your
floor.
garland,
You
by
gotta-
the way?
we
I
gotta-
haven't got it yet.
You gotta water them, and yeah, it is about the smells.
Yeah, watering them sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the smells.
Yeah, the smell.
scents. The
Yeah.
scents.
The scents.
Scent.
But we have our tree up right now and
We
it's
do?
not
Wait,
even
what?
Thanksgiving. So
You didn't see it in there?
it's there. It's happening.
And
Shane
we put it
Ramer
up like 2 weeks ago.
Your dog was
November 1st.
attacking me,
And
I walked
so
Oh, yeah, he goes crazy.
Brody.
and it's not dry or anything yet. So if we're gonna have it up for 3 months,
It's only 2 months. We had guests over last night for dinner, and Mr. Tim said, "Oh, is this real or fake?" He couldn't even tell.
it does look real.
He
It's a
could
good
not
tree.
even tell. It's a solid tree. Hell of a tree right there.
Anyways, back to Thanksgiving.
I can't
Oh,
even
yeah.
stay up till midnight.
White
on
meat
New
or dark
Year's.
meat?
White meat.
White.
White.
Just
are you?
good old fashioned
White meat. I like them both.
Yeah, you'll eat anything.
I'm good either way.
Yeah.
I have a question. Lights up before Thanksgiving or after?
Before.
I'm after.
Lights up right after Halloween.
Day after.
Halloween. Day after Halloween.
After Thanksgiving.
I thought we were friends.
We can no longer be. Did we just become best friends?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Next question.
Let's
Come on.
Let's move this thing right
Let's
along.
get rolling here.
Let's move this thing
Wake
right along,
up.
huh?
Over there.
Well, I was just thinking about what we're talking about. I was trying to set the scene here, and how many of us during the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, whatever it is, we have to go somewhere.
Hanukkah.
Yeah, you do have to say it like that. Hanukkah.
They're good.
Okay, did that do it? Wow. Wherever you go, though, whatever it is, there's a chance that there's going to be some booze there. Maybe some eggnog spiked up, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some brandy, a little bit of brewskis. Hell, maybe you're kicking it in the garage on the
Slippery
old party,
places.
having a
Maybe
keg
there's a
of
Coors.
Pabst Blue Ribbon or a case of Coors.
Case occurs.
There's a good chance in any case, this is what we're talking about here, that you're going to be around somewhere where there's some alcohol, and especially if you're in, your first 30 days, your first 60, 90, your first year, maybe even your first couple of years. How do you deal with that stuff? How do you stay sober? How do you still go around that environment and be okay, still able to socialize? Is it possible? Can you still have fun? A lot of different questions go through, and we wanted to jump on a little bit of that today and kind of provide some takeaways on some things that we've done, some things that we've planned for that might or that have helped us and that can help you out there too. Phil, did you have something?
Yeah, I think you should know your triggers. Right?
Totally, bro.
You should know, like, if I know if I go to my dad's house, they are cracking open 100 wine bottles. They drinking wine and then they're
expect it.
drinking cognac or whatever. I don't know. What the
Ooh,
heck.
cognac.
It's like
That's some ladies' man stuff.
cognac or
Cognac, right?
Cognac.
whatever it is. They're boozers. You know, my dad's side of the family, and they drink it up.
Yeah.
And it's the conversation, it gets tough, and I have to know. So I know what I'm walking into. And
let me stop really quick, because I think that's a perfect time to bring up number one here, having a plan, right?
Yeah, that's
You're
my plan.
kind of planning.
My
You're
plan
thinking
is,
about
yeah,
it.
my plan is I'm ready to leave at any moment.
Yeah. It's
And
good.
be okay with it. I don't care. They're drunk, Of
Yeah.
course, every
Yeah.
drunk person never wants you to leave. Where are you going? Come on, stay
Yeah.
a while. Have another one,
Yeah.
I got to tell you this story about my Uncle Jim. Hey, you already told me that story
I
like
love
4
drunk
times.
stories.
Yeah, you can't have FOMO.
My favorite.
They're okay
you
for
gotta
one
just
time.
be up.
What's
be up about
FOMO
that.
again?
What about drunk plans?
Fear of missing out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they're drunk. Come on, dude, we're gonna get the boat.
Drunk plans.
Dude, we're gonna hit the way. Dude, we're gonna go maybe on the lake, bro. We're gonna have a cabin. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah,
Dude, drunk plans. That is hilarious.
Then the next day,
Oh, yeah.
hey,
Dude, I thought we were going out on the boat. No, man.
I don't even have a boat. I must
What are
have
you
been
talking
hammered.
about?
Were you doing shots? Yeah.
Yeah. Having a plan, though, man, I love it.
Have
We're
a
going to have to do a
plan.
whole podcast on drunk plans. That'd be a good one.
Having a plan, knowing
yeah.
what you're walking into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do boundaries come in?
Yeah,
do you
that-
even have boundaries when
Well,
you go into something like that? Or do you just...
I did.
Totally.
I had to make, and it was hard. I'm like, hey, you know what? It's time to go. And the first time was hard. The second time was much easier. But
Yeah.
but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, because they knew. It's amazing when people know when you're sober how supportive they are, even though they're drunk losers. You know what I mean? Like, they're total idiots, but when you're not drinking, they're gonna. Hey, no, I respect that. Good on you, bro. You get that condescending drunk. I'm proud of you, man.
That's funny.
I tried it.
It didn't work for me, bro.
tried it.
Sorry you can't handle your booze, you freaking loser, but I'm proud of you.
I only drink on the weekends.
I only drink on days that end in Y. That's the old one, right?
That's what's really hard. I think even I'm not sober, but when I am, on some kind of like eating regimen or I'm working out or I'm doing something. It's really difficult when, you walk up and you're eating an apple or something and someone's like, oh yeah. Well, I'm just having this, this sandwich just today. I'm usually off of gluten.
Well, that's a great.
And they just kind of start making excuses and, whatever. And you're like, I didn't even ask. And actually, I don't really care. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird.
What's a great example of people
I actually
genuinely
opted out from eating an apple at where we were. We were somewhere one day, and I was going to grab the apple and go and eat it there. And I thought, I don't think I'm going to bring it because I don't want to hear everybody's excuses
of why they're not eating an
why
apple.
they're not.
Yes.
It just goes to show that
conviction.
People don't care about other people for the most part. They just think about themselves. It has nothing to do with you eating the apple.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
crazy.
people care what you think.
Oh, yeah, totally.
100.
That girl eats an apple. Do not piss her off.
I should be eating
That
an
girl eats an
apple.
I hope she likes me.
Is it a
She probably
gala?
works out.
Is it a Honeycrisp?
Honeycrisps are the best.
Anyway, so today's Thanksgiving. Wow.
Well, hold on though. Hold on. It is
sorry.
Thanksgiving. That's
I'm trying
right.
to move
I
things along.
forgot. But having the plan, we'll move on just a second because I want to say this really fast. Would you go to work without a plan? Would you go to the gym without a plan? Would you go, where else can we go without a plan? Would you go to the airport without a plan? That's a dumb example. We got to have a plan. Why not go to a party? Same thing.
Kind of like your GPS.
Have a plan. Have a plan. Have a plan.
Do you have a code word like,
Pineapple?
yeah, to your spouse or loved one?
Peanut butter.
I didn't put that one on the list, but that is
Peanut
a
butter,
good one.
babe.
Yeah, that's a
Peanut
good one.
butter is now.
Hey,
All right.
do we have any peanut butter?
Number 2, find an alcohol-free beverage that you like and never have an empty glass.
Right.
If you're at the party, the parlay, that way you kind of get out in front of it. Trust me, no one really cares what you're drinking. They're too worried about what they're drinking and what they're doing anyways.
Yeah.
I think it was Mike Cernovich who said, one of the favorite quotes I've read in a while. He said, life becomes a lot easier when you realize nobody really cares.
Right.
Except your family if
Yeah.
you're lucky. And I think that's a great quote.
And you'll find it when in my experience, me being sober, the people that are drinking become more uncomfortable than me being the sober guy.
Oh yeah, totally.
That sober guy.
I heard of that before. Is that a podcast?
I think so.
Yeah. What's your beverage if you had to pick one? I got a couple that I like.
Beverage of choice.
Beverage of choice. You're at the party. What's
Ginger
your
ale.
beverage of choice?
Ginger
Have
ale.
a ginger ale, please.
I like a good soda water and cranberry with some lime or lemon. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So is that more for them? So it looks like you have a drink.
It's just because I'm on my period.
Man, period.
If you saw The Departed, you'd know what I was talking about.
What Jess says. Rolled her eyes.
Amen.
Or I like a good Pellegrino. It's always good with just a little bit of lemon.
Sem Pellegrino.
What about you, Jess? If you're not drinking,
Water. Just water.
She don't care.
Just go with water with lemon.
water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a good way to get out in front of it. Have something you like to sip on. You feel like you're part of the party, right?
Part of the party.
Part of the party.
Isn't that a bummer that you have to feel like you're part of the party? You have to drink to feel like you're part of the party.
Well, I guess it all depends on how you look at it.
You know
but
what I'm
if
saying,
you
though?
look at
Like,
that
it's such a
perspective,
thing
yeah.
these days.
Well,
like, it's such
a
a
lot of people
drink.
are not used to that. Yeah, it's
You know?
very acceptable. Very acceptable.
Yeah,
All right.
You can go so many different ways with that.
Yeah.
Like, social things that are social and being accepted and being, all the insecurities, the social anxieties and all those things. But really in the end, it's about you being sober today and during Thanksgiving, and it's don't
And
worry.
Christmas or New Year's.
You can't, it's like we don't care what you think. Don't care what anybody thinks.
Word.
It's about you getting through today and you're going to make it.
Love it. I love it. It's good. Number 3, try and be around others who support you.
That's
Try and be around others who support you. So if you got that, jerk cousin or friend, buddy who's still trying to get you to party or
Those are not your friends.
that's not that. Yeah, that's tough to be around. You really got to try, maybe it's, a time this year to find another friend or another side of the family
Get
to go
some dang
celebrate
friends.
with,
Get some dang
you
friends.
got to have people around that support you
Yeah.
and that are there for you, that want to see you succeed, that speak into you. And at least maybe even if they don't do that, at least who aren't trying to encourage you or make fun of you or be jerks, right?
Right.
They are out there.
Haters gonna hate, son.
Friends like that are out
Oh,
there.
sorry.
There's actually people that will do that in your life.
Totally.
Support you and, encourage you.
Absolutely. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
When you
Experience
find that?
it.
Yeah, experience it. Yeah. It can be easy to, what's the old saying? You hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get a
I
haircut.
hate that one.
I never heard that.
You never heard that?
No.
But it's, very
Have you
cliche,
even been
but
to
it's
a
great.
meeting before? Come on.
Oh, is it a meeting thing?
Come on.
It is. It's a meeting.
Yeah.
But it's true, right? Use that analogy for anything. The people you hang around, the places you hang
Oh,
around.
yeah. Guilty by
eventually,
association.
If you want to quit drinking, the first thing you need to do is stop drinking.
well, yeah.
Wow.
Amen.
Okay. All right, number 4, have an escape route. I like this one. Have an escape route. So that kind of falls in line with number 1, having a plan, right? Just in case you forgot, it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's. Having a plan, okay? What are you going to do? What's your escape route? Do you tell your spouse, your loved one, hey, the secret word maybe, that even falls into
Are you
it. But
checking
hey,
all the fire escapes?
we're going to, exactly. I do that in every hotel,
I got
movie
one.
theater, and grocery store
I got one.
go to.
I'm going to set an alarm, and people are going to think it's my ringtone. I'm going to say, "Hey, I got to get this.
Liar.
It's
You're
a phone
liar,
call.
Phil.
I got to go to work. I'm on call."
And
good.
if you're chill, then you're
Out.
just like,
I'm
oh,
out.
that was no one.
That's right.
It's cool.
Oh, you could even set a couple alarms, maybe for 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
10:15.
And the old
And then
12
you're like,
o'clock.
okay, okay, I'm good. I can stay through 9.
I got to take
I
my
like
meds.
that
They're at
one.
home. I'm sorry.
I got to
guys.
take my back
I gotta
pill.
go.
That falls under
a
escape
good one,
route.
Phil.
That is really good. I'm going to take
They're
a
all
quick
lies.
note of that. They're all lies.
But you know what? Do whatever it takes to keep your sobriety.
Totally. That's what's most important.
My apartment's flooding and I got to go.
Yeah. I got to go.
I'm watching
change out
my neighbor's
toothbrush. Got to take a dump. How about that?
Wow.
My wife just called and said I have to take a dump.
Is that a movie quote? I think it is.
Yeah, I made that one up.
But have an escape route. Yeah. What are you going to do? Falls in with having a plan. Set an alarm, like Phil said. That's a really good one.
It is.
Have a secret word. Hey, we got to go. Maybe you got to tell. Maybe you're at a family's house, and maybe your spouse wants to stay. Right. Well, you can tell them ahead of time, like, hey, if I get to this point, or maybe a party, whatever, I'm going to take off. I'll give you a nudge. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek, whatever it is. I'm going to go, and I'll meet you at home whenever, you decide to leave too or whatever, but have that set up ahead of time. That way it's not a big deal when you don't have to do the Irish disappearing act like I used to do. Just bounce out.
You still do it.
I like that one. It's
I'll
my
look around.
favorite.
Where's Shane? Oh, he went on a walk. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, the
used
good
to
news
it
is
Got to walk
now
off this
I go
turkey
home.
stuffing.
now. Yes.
But the good news is when that
gravy.
happens, now I'm going home instead of going to the bathroom to do a gram of cocaine or
Well, yeah, and the good news now
Shots
is that when
at the
I
bar.
know that you're gone, I'm like, okay, he just went and did this thing, and I don't have to worry about if you're drinking or where you're at or if you went to the bar.
Remember sneaking off to the bar to get shots? I was like, let's go to the bar, man.
No, I
That's
never
one of 'em.
snuck off.
You just went.
I announced,
I announced.
going to the bar.
Who's coming with me?
Let's go. Yeah,
That's-
you drag everyone with
Hold
you.
on. That's number 6. So let's do number 5 and then we'll get to the bars. Number 5, don't go unless you have a purpose to be there. Don't go unless you have a purpose to be there. So if it's just a random holiday party, think about it. Do you have a purpose to be there? Do you really want to be there? Do
like
you
a bar?
Need to be. That's number 6.
party?
Don't go to a
No,
bar.
a party.
Yeah, don't
party.
go to that party.
Do you have a purpose though?
No.
Is it a family party where you do want to see
Do
some
not
cousins?
set
or-
yourself up to fail.
It depends where it is.
Well, and
what's
it
your
also,
purpose?
I think, depends on maybe where you're at in your sobriety.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like in the beginning of your sobriety, you were not able to go to certain things.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's okay to sit one out.
You know,
Yeah,
but
it's okay.
but now you're able to go to, I'm not saying
It's
you're
definitely
100. I'm
different.
just saying
Yeah.
it's different. You're a little bit more, you're stronger in your sobriety, and
a little more
I think in the
aware.
beginning it's different. It's like
In the first year,
Yeah,
it's
don't put
definitely
yourself
do not
to
put
the test.
yourself. Yeah.
In
Don't
my
test
first,
yourself.
maybe I think it was my second year. It's either first year or second year. I went back because I missed my friends. I was a 14-year meth addict. I got radically delivered from my meth addiction, but I thought I can go. I met with my sponsor. I just got my license back after not having it for like years. I think almost 10 years. And the first thing he said, he's like, dude, don't go there. Don't go to Pitt. I'm like, why not? I'm thinking to myself, man, I want to go see my old friends. I want to let them know how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
How I'm, because they're not bad people. We were just kind of doing bad stuff. And, so they're, and so I went to go see them. And that was like,
what was that like?
I never I felt this weight as soon as I got in there. And I just knew, instantly it was like, I have to get out of here.
Oof.
Everything, all these emotions, all the stuff started, it was crazy. Just how it felt, it was just.
Did you feel like I don't belong here anymore? Or did you feel like I want to do the thing again?
I'm like, this is what I ran away from. This is what I escaped from. This is what I've left, and so it's nothing I thought that it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, hey, Phil, you're doing good. Hey, what's up? All right.
Granny what?
Granny Crank.
Granny Crank, baby.
Yeah.
But those weren't your friends. That's
They're
why
not.
they weren't those people for you.
Yeah, and
You
my
bought crank
sponsor
from a granny? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Can I talk, man? Is this my story or is this yours?
I'm sorry.
What's
Go
up
ahead.
here? What's going on here?
Whose show is this?
Hijacking.
Whose show is
Are
this?
you hijacking the podcast?
Good Lord.
Anyway, dude, I sat there for maybe 5 minutes and I was like, hey, I left something in my car.
Oh,
And I got it. I didn't say goodbye. I just got in my car, and it was my mom's car. I didn't even have a car.
But you had a license.
Hopped in my mom's car. I had a license, and I just drove back. I came back. That was in Pittsburgh. I'm now in Vacaville. It was a 30-minute drive. It was like, I couldn't believe I did that. I called my sponsor. I let him know what I did. And he was like, dude, the only reason they didn't offer you anything is because you didn't ask.
Oh. Yikes.
And that really hit me hard. If you ask, they're going to give it to you, and are those really your friends? If they give you that? No. Misery loves company.
That's for sure.
Good story.
That is for sure. All right, let's take a little quick sponsor break here for Clean Cause. What is Clean Cause? Phil, are you drinking the Clean Cause? What is it? What is it called? How do you say it again?
A yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
Oh, mate.
Yerba mate.
G'day, mate.
Yerba mate.
So
Put
what
another
is Clean
shrimp
Cause?
onto the bobby.
What is it though?
Oh,
Well, number one, it tastes good. It's an organic, sparkling yerba mate energy drink. It's rich in minerals, amino acids, naturally occurring caffeine, only 30 calories per serving. It's 4 flavors: peach, raspberry, lemon, lime, and blackberry. As you can see, they taste great.
I'm drinking peach.
Peach is good. I'm just drinking the old raspberry.
I like all of them. I think they're all really
The
good.
lemon's good. Yeah, they're all
feeling
good.
peachy.
Blackberry's good. It's a little bit stronger than black tea, but it's a little less strong than coffee. It's
It'll get you
organic.
going.
It's fair. Yeah, it totally will. I drink them sometimes before the gym. But here's the best part: why we partner with these guys. Not only because they're good, they got some caffeine in it, get you going. 50% off of all Clean Cause drink profits support recovery from alcohol and drug addiction. To date, Clean Cause has granted over $425,000 in sober living scholarships, which is awesome. I believe they're out of the Austin, Texas area. I know that for a fact. Here's what you can do. If you want to help support, you want to get Clean Cause, you can get it delivered right to your house, a case a month. You get 20% off your first order by going to cleancause.com. Enter the promo code SOBERGUY. That's cleancause.com. Enter the promo code SOBERGUY. Get a great drink, and you also get to help support alcohol and drug addiction, help some people with sober living scholarships. All right, go ahead, Jess. What were you going to say?
What is a sober living scholarship?
So basically, a lot of people, when they get out of treatment, they'll put them into a sober living home.
You have to pay for that.
Sober, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Well, there's I'm sure
going
there's
to sober
county
school.
I'm sure there's county like sober or ones that are paid for too, depending on a program. But for the most part, yeah, you would have to pay some
they
sort
pay
of
for
room
rehab
and board,
too?
food.
Like a scholar.
I believe I'm not positive on this, but I believe this is just for post
sober living.
Sober living.
You'd be surprised how much treatment centers can be.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just met with one of my vendors from work, and he was on medical leave, and then he come back, and it's crazy how people, it's like they knew. He opens up with me. He's like, bro, you know, I was addicted to pills. Next thing you know, I'm snorting coke, and I was hiding it from my wife. And then, you know, so anyways, he went to rehab for 6 weeks at the small price of $21,000.
Dude, so expensive.
It's a grip.
So that's good. They're supporting that, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, number 6.
all right.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Don't go to bars. 10 ways to stay sober on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. Number 6, don't go to bars.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I don't know how, I mean, do we need to elaborate on that? Just don't go. You don't need to play darts.
There's
you don't
one
need to play
reason
pool.
to go to a bar.
To drink.
Yeah.
And that's to drink.
Yeah. And
Especially on Thanksgiving,
Well,
the
yeah.
holidays. You know,
That's true. That's just
oh,
sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remember how everyone would go out here the night before Thanksgiving? That was the big party night. Going to Stars.
Yeah, everyone's home from school.
Everyone's home from school, man.
All the
Vacaville's so
cool
pathetic.
people that went to college.
Our bar is.
Vacaville's.
We go to the club.
I love Vacaville.
It's a freaking
Phillip.
bowling alley.
Vacaville's awesome, but it does
Sorry.
not have the best bar scene, I got to say.
Well, yeah, it wasn't.
I actually
the
heard
greatest
someone refer
growing
it
up
to
in.
as the club.
Now as
What,
parents
Stars?
with
Stars.
Someone
children.
referred to
We're
that
going
as
to the club. The
The
club.
club? There's no club in Vacaville.
It's a bowling alley, you freaking redneck.
It's a bowling alley with chicken strips and fried food.
Goodness.
And
Fried
drinks.
goodness.
I've done some good bowling there.
I like
Drinks.
Stars. They got good food.
They do.
We bowled there just recently. We had a great time, actually.
Yeah.
We had a
Remember?
great. I think the whole town knows you had a good
We
time.
did. We went for Jess's birthday, as a matter of fact. We took
What?
the kids.
Bowling.
We went bowling on a Saturday night. We got
Little
some
arcade
food, arcade action. The kids had a good time. Let me just add, by the way,
29.
Pretty sure I won.
that was Jess's selection. I did try to do a date night, but we decided to do it as a family, which was
yeah.
nice.
I want to have a little fun with the
It was
fam.
good. It was a good time. I had fun. The kids had a good time too.
I believe that I won though. That's what I was.
Bowling?
Yeah.
You got last place. I think Cash won. He had the thing. I don't know. You may have won. Did you win? Really?
No, I
don't
did
remember.
not. I got
Oh,
last place.
Okay.
Everyone's a winner, Shane.
Everyone's a winner in
We
the
all
Raymer
got
family.
trophies and medals.
Everyone's a winner.
Second place is the first.
Okay, what's
loser.
next? What's number?
Don't go to bars. Number 6. Number
Phil has
7.
to use the bathroom.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
I don't.
bro.
I want to. Let's move down. Go
Go ahead. Go
That's
to the
just an
bathroom.
obvious. That's.
No, he doesn't.
I'm just gonna say it, dude.
Oh.
Number 6. That's really lame. Don't go to a bar. Stay sober. Really? Duh.
Some people don't know
What he
that.
said, yeah.
Okay.
No, there's
All right.
plenty
They
of
will.
people.
They'll
that-
go, I
that-
can go to
yeah.
a bar.
I'm
I'm gonna go. All my buddies are going. I'm gonna go.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you have a really smart audience. You know, so like if they're listening to sober podcasts, they're smart
You should
enough to
start
not
your
go
own
to a
podcast.
I think you
freaking
should.
bar.
I totally think
know.
you
you
should.
probably
Come
have
on.
better
Come on, people.
better ideas.
Write a review. I'm
Number
smarter
7.
than that.
Have a meeting ready at all times.
Yes.
You can get a schedule. You can get an online schedule. You can get a pocket schedule.
Dude, there's
a
an
good one.
app.
There's an app.
Yeah.
You can get alerts, alarm, but this way, let's say you're at that party, you're at that family house, wherever you're at, boom, 7:00, I got to dip out. There's a meeting. Hey, 10:00, there's a late meeting. I think even being Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, a lot of the time they have 24-hour meetings around the clock. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at any time, every hour, you can go jump in a meeting if you need to. You have that resource there, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It is. Somewhere to go, somewhere to be. Number 8, have a friend or sponsor ready to call at any
Yeah.
time.
Can't
Who can
do it
you call?
alone. Don't do it alone.
Who can you call?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yes.
Yes, call your sponsor. Call your mom.
Call a
your
friend.
dad.
Call your mom.
Call your wife. Call somebody.
So let me bring up this important point that you brought up earlier.
Don't call the drug dealer.
Don't call the drug dealer, but I think this is important to point out, and we probably should have done it earlier, but we didn't because we all forgot. What about for somebody who doesn't have family? They don't have a sponsor. They don't really know anyone. Maybe they're in a new place. Maybe they're struggling, loss, all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, I know we're off of the points here real quick about calling the sponsor, calling somebody, but what if somebody doesn't have anybody, man? That's a tough spot.
Well, are they going to meetings? And I mean, are we assuming they're going to meetings?
It's a good point. There is meetings. and
well,
you can
number
step out
one,
and
the first
meet
thing they are
people.
doing, they are listening to a podcast.
True.
Sober, right?
It's a good start.
Reach out to meetings. You need to get into a place where you can surround yourself with people that are on the same level as you are.
And then you have to step out
Yeah.
at the meeting to get a sponsor.
Yeah.
To ask somebody to go to coffee. You really have to put yourself out there. You're not the old person anymore. You're not the drinking, insecure, whatever person. You're now in a new life, trying to form a new way. And you got to like step out and be like, hey, I've never done this before, but like, can I get your number? Can we go to coffee or whatever, where it's not awkward and weird,
It's always the weirdest thing. Can I have your phone number?
Can I have your phone number?
Here's my number. Call me. But it's so important. You got to
figure it out. Word it however, but like, that's the only way that you're going to do it. Especially like Shane said, if you're like in a place where you don't know anybody or you don't have a connection, you got to make that connection.
I could not do sobriety, soberness, life, dad, husband, all that on my own. Cannot do it by myself. I have to have good people around me. I have to have support, all that stuff, man. It's so important.
So I'm just thinking about what you just said. So today's Thanksgiving and you don't have a huge support group or Christmas or New Year's. Text somebody, hey, you around? What's going on? Social media. Use social media as a tool, to help you, because you can find out what people are doing. You can post what you're doing. Hey, I'm all alone. Anybody else doing nothing? Hey, I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well, let's do nothing together.
Right.
And don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
That's good.
And also too, don't put expectations on other people, because you can just set yourself up for failure, and rejection. You're going to get rejected. Like, oh man, no one's even going to answer their phone right now. No one wants to hang out. You don't know unless you ask, and it's okay to ask, So
there's a ton of other people out there looking for the same thing,
right?
Especially if you're in a meeting, they're all there for the same reason, right?
Yeah.
So figure it out.
Get in a meeting.
I love that. Don't set expectations. Right next to that, I love just show up. Just show up and God will work and do what is supposed to be done. Thy will be done. Show me my will. Grant me the power to carry it out. It's very simple, and we tend to complicate the crap out of things, and we don't need to do that. Just show up.
Next right thing.
That's right. Number 9, embrace the giving spirit instead of the receiving. Don't be a selfish prick, basically.
Wow.
To put it bluntly.
I was going to say, it's Thanksgiving, not thanks receiving, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised, like the more
Happy
you serve,
thanks receiving.
It's a concept I never understood, because it was always about what am I going to eat? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Who am I going to be with? What am I?
So true.
And so I've learned that when I serve, hey, how can I help? When I turn it around, what can I do to help? Is there anything I can do? Let me get this for you. The more I serve, and I've learned that too a lot with them. It's like the more I give, the more I get back. I get more out of me giving, calling somebody up. Hey, you doing all right tonight? Reaching out. I make that call.
Yeah.
It's
really good.
Because that's what I got for me. They say you can't keep it unless you give it away. So now that I'm sober and I've got a little bit of time behind me, I'm a little bit better than I was when I first started. So, I call those guys because I was there and I know how much that meant to me. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, service, man. It'll take you out of your own
head,
selfishness, your own head, those rambling thoughts that tend to slow us down or make us feel like literally crazy sometimes.
You can literally too. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off.
Literally cut me off, Phil.
You can volunteer like with churches to give out turkeys. Have you ever done that?
No.
Bruh. That's my new word.
Brah. You got to say brah. So
bruh.
It's almost like a bra.
B-R-U-H.
Bruh. B-R-U-H.
Yeah.
I like brah.
That's my word. Bruh.
Yeah, you can have it. I'll take
I
brah.
gave out turkeys. I think I was in my first year of sobriety, and it was a Thanksgiving, and I gave out turkeys. And it just wrecked me. It just so wrecked me, because I was now in a place where, even though it wasn't my turkeys, I didn't pay for any of it, but I was just serving, but I was in a place where it's like, I'm helping other people. And it just wrecked me, seeing these families and stuff. And I just really identified with it. And it just, there's something about serving, you don't get it until you do it. I could talk about it, but until you, try it. Try, you will not regret it. So when you're in that place where you're actually giving, it's like, wow, okay, that's what it's about.
So when we have an issue, if I'm talking to Buddy or whatever, and it's, there's a situation, whatever, he always tells me the same thing. Go help someone else with whatever you're struggling with. If you're struggling with, I don't know, what's an example? I can't even think of anything right now. But,
parenting.
Parenting. maybe you got a buddy who's going through the same thing. Try to help him. Try to share with him what you're going through. Maybe it's not directly helping. You're not trying to tell him what to do, but you're just sharing. That gets us out of whatever it is that we're going through in that moment. So the service thing, number 9, one more time, embrace the giving spirit instead of the receiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, give some gifts instead of expecting to receive them. And in New Year's, just stay sober. Number 10, have fun. It's the best part. Have fun. This is 2 parts. Have fun for the 4th time. Screw it. Let's do it 4. Have fun. Let's do it 5. Have fun. You won't be hungover tomorrow. You won't be hungover tomorrow.
That should really be number 1.
Could be.
Have fun.
Could be.
Have fun. Enjoy it. You
won't be hungover tomorrow.
Well, I think a lot of people don't know how to have fun, or they don't think they can have fun sober. That's one of the big issues. We get that question a lot. How do I have fun and be sober? It's very possible. It's extremely possible. I have tons of fun. Is it different fun than I had when I was hammered all the time? Sure, but I never remembered that crap anyways. And I felt like dog shit the next morning. So, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm in my own head right now.
Yeah, well, you need to go help somebody, Phil. You need to go. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. It's New Year's.
Let me ask you a question. So do you guys have any family members that are just like, here we go? Do you have that uncle or that cousin or that brother?
Dude, our family's like so immediate.
If you don't, let me just share something with you. If you don't have that one family member, if you can't think of that one, guess what? You're that family member. It's you.
I've heard that before.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I do. My brother, I love my brother. I have 2 brothers, but my brother. He is just such this
great guy.
Amazing. He's just
a blessing.
You know what? He's sober now. He hasn't always been sober.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got 2 or 3 years. I'm not sure exactly where he's at in his recovery. But before that, he was just super bitter and just, he could say anything at any moment, at any time. And one thing that you can count on, as sure as the sun rising up every day, is my brother's going to say something. He's going to say something that offends somebody.
Inappropriate.
Totally inappropriate. He's got no filter whatsoever. And can I share the story? I'm going to share the story. So Thanksgiving,
do whatever you want. It's your brother.
Dude, Thanksgiving. I don't know. It's
your
2001 or 2002. We're sitting around the table we're about to talk about what we're thankful for. And my older brother's like talking about the terrorists because 9/11 was very recent. What we ought to do? We ought to hang the effers by their balls, get a hot poker, weld their beeholes shut, and feed them to their eyeballs pop out. We're like, Ron, calm down.
This is at Thanksgiving.
He's all, it's like we all feel as strongly as you do about the terrorists, but it's Thanksgiving. Come on, man. And he's like, somebody had to say it.
Y'all wanted to say it. I just did.
That's why I was. Yeah,
I'm just saying what everyone's feeling right now. It's like, Ron,
pass the mashed potatoes and the stovetop. I mean the homemade stuff.
Yeah, so he was that. It was just, and it's just hilarious. And he just say stuff, and it's just drive my mom nuts, drive my dad nuts, and But so recently, the last few Thanksgivings, my brother, he'll go, we go around the table and we say, hey, what are you thankful for? And he'll look at everybody. All of a sudden his eyes get all watery. I love you, man. I'm just proud that you're doing some, he just cries. Awesome. It's awesome,
Good change.
That's what I've been, and it's okay. It's okay to let emotions flow.
Agreed.
On Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
Or Christmas. Or New Year's.
Dude, I did. My mom passed away 2 years ago. So last Thanksgiving was the first Thanksgiving without her. And bro, I was like, I did good all day.
I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, I did so good all day until we sat down.
Ooh.
And I looked at the last chair she sat in at my house, and I'm just like, I miss my mom. Yeah, it was tough, man.
And see, you got through that without alcohol.
So give someone some advice who's going through loss right now from your own experience. What does that look like?
When you go through loss, so all the firsts are hard for sure, and going through the loss of my mom, I'm a mama's boy. And so when I lost her, I had every reason to shake my fist at God and have every reason to go get loaded. And, and that's deep down, that's all I wanted to do that. I wanted an excuse to go say F it and go crazy. I mean, you can't get a better excuse than that.
Yeah.
But I didn't, because one of the things that made my mom so proud of me is me doing good, being sober again, getting sober again. Yeah. I did sobriety a couple of times.
Few, huh?
Did a couple rounds, and here we go again. No, for real, I'm going to quit for real this time.
Yeah, I'm done. I swear I'm done.
For tonight,
I'm just going to smoke weed for tonight. Yeah,
because I'm hungover.
Yeah,
because I feel like crap.
I quit drinking. I just finished my beer right now. Anyways, to get through all the firsts are hard. It was totally tough, but you know what? It's okay to cry. It's okay to miss them.
Yeah.
And, I think by you staying strong, that you can't honor somebody in your life that you miss any better than by being what you are supposed to be and how they remember you, right? It's like, I'm going to be strong because this is what my mom would have wanted. She wouldn't want me to go crazy, right? She wouldn't want me to go, and so those things are hard. Or even the loss of a loved one, and you're going to miss that person, and, you go through all these things, and, you really got to remember who's most important. And that's you. The best gift you can give yourself is your sobriety, is you being strong, you overcoming, and like Shane was saying, reach out to somebody, have those people around you that are going to support you. You need that encouragement. You need that circle, because if you don't save yourself, if you don't put those people in your place, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Good stuff, man. That's
Thank
great.
you for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Phil. Really good though.
My name's Phil. I'm alcoholic addict.
Do you do the double, the alcoholic and addict? Isn't that like illegal in the rooms?
Illegal.
You're not supposed to do that.
Illegal.
Right? They get mad when you do that.
Don't forget Celebrate Recovery. You're not allowed to say that.
What?
Right.
You're like, I'm a grateful believer who struggles with alcohol.
Oh, you're not allowed to say I'm an alcoholic.
Different rules,
I mean, what's with the rules? Like, who really?
I don't like
what?
rules.
Why?
Stinking
I
rules.
don't get it. But like for everything, it's just ridiculous.
I get
Who made up rules anyways?
I get it why they do the Celebrate Recovery thing. It's like we're not identified by our mistakes.
Okay, I get that. I
Right?
hear it.
How do you move on? It's like I'm a loser.
I know, but
My
then
name's
you're
Phil,
like,
I'm a
what? You have
loser.
to correct them and be like, oh, actually, what we say here is blah blah blah, and then the person's like, wow, it's even a
Well, that just really makes you not want to come.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. The
legalism.
person's like, it's everything that I'm here right now, and now
Right.
you're going to tell me how to say it and what to say. Like,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
You know?
Offenses are everywhere.
Offense.
Totally.
Yeah,
Offense.
that's it.
You can pick one up anywhere.
Yeah.
We love Celebrate Recovery, by the way.
Totally.
We do.
Just not,
We do.
but I do agree on that point. Like there
don't-
is
yeah.
a point that can really scare. I don't ever remember anyone ever saying that to. Oh, we don't say that here. At least not in front of everyone. Maybe afterwards or something. But
Well, I don't know.
I've been a
Yeah.
leader in Celebrate Recovery for a lot of years, and I've never told anybody that. Hey, we don't say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't personally.
You got to kind of
myself,
step
but-
lightly, I feel like, in those kind of
You
environments,
know what? If people are reaching out and
be grateful they're there and-
sharing and
you
love
know?
on them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Merry
Thanksgiving.
Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's not New Year's yet. Unless you're listening on New Year's. All right. If you're still lining to this, God bless you.
Right,
Guys, no,
There's a-
seriously, I love
there's
you
a
guys.
Bless
special
you,
place in
everyone.
heaven.
I
you.
appreciate it.
You've endured the hardest podcast. Can't
But
even talk.
let's today, Junior, let's just wrap this thing up right now.
Wrap
let's
it
put a little
up.
bow
I don't
on
want
it.
to go.
Holidays. Stay sober. You can do it out there.
Yeah.
Like if we can do it, you can do it.
Reach out.
Surround yourself with good people. Reach out.
Call someone.
Call someone. Go to a meeting.
Get off your
yeah,
couch.
Yeah. Step out a little bit.
Get out the dang house.
Don't
and get
put
into a
yourself
meeting.
in bad situations. I mean, hey, look.
Here's the thing: if it's a bad meeting, guess what? You can just walk out.
That's very true.
Right?
Yeah. And as our good friend Bill Flores would say, they'll refund your misery at the door. Right?
We'll refund your misery at the
That's
door.
a good one.
Go ahead and
Say
leave.
that.
We'll
It's so
refund your
true.
misery at the door.
That's a good one.
For real.
Yeah.
Just check it out. Step by. You know, I've had a few different people send us emails and say, you know, it took me a minute. There's a couple guys who stood out in front of a meeting for the whole hour. They never went in, but they paced back and forth. They sat in their car.
That's rough.
But eventually they followed up and they said, I went in and it was the best decision I've ever made in my life.
Wow.
So you can do it. I know it's scary sometimes,
Yep.
but you know, the holidays is a really good time to just step out and go for it. So
And I just want to say
yeah,
that it's a new year and you're working on a new you being
Yeah.
sober.
Yeah.
Why not try new things? Go into the meeting. Like I said before, you're not the old you, you know, try the new thing. Try asking the person, try going to the meeting.
Try sharing.
Try sharing.
Yeah.
Like try the new
Make some
thing.
friends.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you will not be sorry. I'm not going to guarantee that it won't be hard, but you won't be sorry in the end. God is always faithful in those things when you step forward in that goodness.
Yep.
He never leaves you void. He'll never just leave you hanging out there to dry.
Right.
You know, he'll always deliver some kind of goodness.
amen to that. Amen to that. All right, guys.
Pastor Jess.
Phil, thank you.
Preach it.
Preach it, baby.
Preach it, sister.
That's right. Love it. Shout out to all the family, all the friends out there. We love you guys. Thanks everybody for listening to the show. Share the podcast with a friend too. Love that. You're in your groups, your friends, your family. Be sure to check out Sober Podcast. Also, go to soberpodcast.com if you're looking for a great network of sober podcasts. A big love and a shout out to Tim, the Sober Nation, Sober Podcast team over there. Go to thatsoberguy.com if you want more information about the show. There's all kinds of past episodes on there. Of course, Instagram. Follow us at Real That Sober Guy. Twitter at Shane Raymer. What else? Anything else I'm missing, guys? Love you guys. Thank you.
Happy
holidays.
Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
You can do
Happy
it.
New Year.
Can do it.
You can do it.
Peace, love, respect. Keep your blood clean.